Hey, how's it going, gardening friends? Welcome to my channel. This is Adrian with SoCal Backyard Orchard. I'm located here in Vista in sunny San Diego, North County, climate zone 10. And today I want to talk about how my chickens help me out here in the garden. So it's been a couple years that I really haven't free ranged my chickens, and that is because I started noticing that they do, make quite a mess. I mean, with the wood chips, they really scratch around. You could see right there, they kind of scratched around a lot right there. So I wasn't letting them free range until now. I just started doing it again because now my trees are bigger and they're more established. I still have a few that I just planted not too long ago, but most of them are strong and are established, like this one right here. So I don't think it will do too much harm if the chickens come in under here and move the mulch around and scratch around and all that. I think it's gonna be a good thing now, actually. I could always come back in here with my hand and just kind of put the mulch back in place if I need to. Or like right here, they actually were scratching around and the mulch is now too close to the trunk. I could just come in here and kind of move it out of the way. No big deal, really. It's important to keep this trunk, keep the wood chips away from that trunk, because you can see right there, it'll stay too wet and you can run into problems there. So keep an eye on your tree trunks. But now that they're out, let's go find them. They're under the guava tree right now. Now that they're out, I think it's definitely a good thing, and they're gonna be out now probably every day, as long as the coyotes don't come by and start eating them. Nice guava. You gonna eat it, baby? Yummy. You're gonna be really healthy with all those guavas you eat. So another benefit is they're pooping all over the place, they're dropping their fertilizer all over. And chicken
You mean what, the fertilizer?
Chicken fertilizer is really good, really high in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And also they help me control the weeds. See my little Japanese bantam rooster, he's over there feeding on the grass and the weeds. And these weeds were growing quite a bit, and now they're under control. And over here, they've been eating these weeds too and keeping these under control, because I want it to stay clean, like right there, all I want to see is the wood chips. I don't want these weeds to grow and go to seed and spread all over the property again, because that's why I brought in a lot of wood chips, just to keep the weeds down, keep everything under control, and it's less work for me. I don't like to spend my Saturdays out here with the weed eater working all day. Ever since I started bringing all these wood chips and covering the ground, I've had nothing but excellent results. The plants are growing fast, they're happy, they're healthy, they're producing delicious fruit. The chickens have a lot of places to scratch around in.
It's already raining.
Yeah, it's raining, huh? It's keeping the moisture in. Now that I have wood chips, I don't water at all throughout the winter. And before, sometimes my ground would actually dry out even in the wintertime on the nice sunny days. So it's really helpful to have the wood chips, and they also break down and provide a lot of nutrients for the trees. and it provides a really nice habitat for roly-polies and earthworms and other insects, which the chickens feed on. And now that I'm free ranging them, I've noticed that I'm not using as much feed, so that's a really good thing too. So right now I'm gonna go inside the chicken run area, and before I go in though, let me show you what it looks like on the outside, because I am on a slope here, and there are a lot of benefits being on a slope. Of course, it's nice when you're on flat ground. There's a lot of benefits there also. But on a slope, I don't get any, if it rains a lot, I don't get any puddles anywhere. On those really cold nights, I say really cold, but it really doesn't get too cold here. I haven't seen any frost here, but it does get down, you know, into like 35 degrees, something like that. I do have thermometers over on the other side of the run here. There's a thermometer on the palm tree. There's another thermometer way down there, and it's always like 2 or 3 degrees colder down there. The cold seems to just go downhill, and I walk my dog sometimes in the wintertime down there in the bottom, the valley area. There's frost everywhere. But as you can see, the chicken run, I had to kind of build up because of the slope, and I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but now I'm realizing it's really good, because this kind of acts as my compost pile, like a composting area, you know, where my chickens are. And let me go in there and show you guys. So I'm inside the run here, and what I do in here, guys, is I add straw, I add leaves, a lot of like guava leaves, banana leaves, I add wood chips in here, all our excuse me, I'm recording, look, the camera's over there. All our food scraps go in here. And so it's basically a compost pile. And then of course the chickens are adding their manure, and I don't turn it, you know, they turn it themselves. What I do is I come in here and move the top a couple inches off the top, and then I take the stuff out. All right, I'm gonna put it in this bucket right here. Get a little more.
Sorry for scaring you.
All right, guys, let me show you what this stuff looks like. Look at that.
I'm just gonna get the eggs.
Great stuff. It doesn't smell bad, so that means it's pretty much composted. I'm pretty sure this stuff has a lot of nutrients. And what I do is I add this all around my fruit trees. I don't mix it in. With the dirt, I basically just drop it on top of the wood chips around the fruit trees. And with the rain and all that, and the worms coming up and feeding on that stuff, it'll start improving the soil and providing a lot of food for my trees. So let me show you how I do that, how I add it to the fruit trees. Okay, so you can see here I added it to my papaya plant. This is a female papaya plant. And you can see I added it just on top of the wood chips around the papaya plant. And I'll do the same for all the other trees. And whatever I have extra, I find a nice open spot like right here, and I will add it. I'll just dump it right here on top, and it's gonna you know, provide nutrients to the ground here. And hopefully next year these trees will be a little bit bigger. Their roots will grow out this way. The Lambhaus avocado, the roots will grow out this way. These two trees are gonna grow out that way and feed off of all that good stuff I'm top dressing my ground with. And everything else, the bananas, see all the banana leaves go on the ground. The avocado leaves, they stay on the ground. The pomegranate tree is dropping a lot of leaves on the ground right now. It's good to keep your ground completely covered with leaves and wood chips and all kinds of organic matter that will feed the soil. And your trees will be nice and happy and healthy. And healthy trees are more resistant to you know, diseases. Something else that is good to have around, I just got these. I've been looking for them for a while, but I finally got a hold of a couple Mexican sunflower plants. So I suggest you research it. Look up Mexican sunflower, Tithonia diversifolia. And this plant, they've used it for a long time because of its high nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium content. And people just grow it up big. They chop it and then they drop it right on the ground, on all around their the crops that they're growing. And I don't think I showed you guys this one yet. This one's pretty new. It's a Barbados cherry. It's been in the ground just a few months. And then a hold on, I'm almost done. A tejocote tree right here. This is a grafted one. Tejocote, Mexican hawthorn, I think they call it. It produces small yellow fruits that it's one of the key ingredients in Christmas punch. So it's a good tree to have around. Here's another Mexican sunflower, and this plant grows fast. It produces nice yellow flowers, produces a lot of seeds. So these are my two starters. You know, I'm gonna let these grow up, let these flower, and I'm gonna collect as many seeds as I can from them and start spreading them all over the property. Any open area, maybe right here, down there, any open areas, I'm gonna grow them. Probably all right here. They're gonna give me some wind protection too. And I'll probably definitely plant a few up next to the avocado trees, so I can chop them and drop them right around the avocado trees. And hopefully I won't have to bring in or buy any fertilizer or bring in any more wood chips from anywhere else. Hopefully I start producing enough mulch to keep my ground covered and keep my soil healthy. So that's it for today, guys. There's the girls keeping busy. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments. If you have any ideas for me, what type of video or what type of fruit tree maybe you want to know more about, give me some ideas if you'd like. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next video. All right, take care.